Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Corey here. Just wanted to give y'all a little update on what I'm doing with my music and stuff, my documentary. Kind of doing a little interview slash vlog. Pretty much right now, I'm on my way to a park that I normally go to meditate. To kind of talk to God. On a personal level. I kind of been at a standstill a little bit with the album and stuff. Still been doing it. Still been writing and stuff like that. So just been trying to stay in my word and been trying to stay with the Lord and stay focused. But yeah, man, shouts out to everybody, who supports, me doing the album and doing the documentary. I want to say the launch date for the album will probably be sometime in July, hopefully. I still got probably 12 to 11 songs to go for the album. The documentary, it's really not a time frame on that right now. This is the park that I come out to, Shawnee Mission Park. I used to train with my trainer. Shouts out to Mark Williams. I pretty much just come out here and just read from my Bible. This Bible right here, it's a study Bible. It was given to me by a very special person. Shouts out to her. And yeah, man, I just come out here and just read and try to be one with God and try to be as close to Him as I can. I come out here on my days off and I just meditate and ask God for forgiveness every day. A lot of people ask me, they're like, hey, why did you decide kind of to strengthen your faith, or why are you a Christian, or why do you believe in God? A real big breakthrough for me was when I was training with Mark. Nothing was going right. Pretty much I was at a dead-end job. Love life definitely wasn't right. So like all my relationships wasn't right, including my one with God. So I decided to fix that one first. And I told my trainer that, so it was like an epiphany for me. And he pretty much was like, hey, now you done said it, so let it be done. That's when I decided to start going to church and rededicate my life to Christ, and understanding why I believe in God, why I believe in the Trinity, and why I believe in Jesus Christ. And a lot of people think that, once you rededicate your life to Christ, or you acknowledge that God is your Savior, that everything gets easy. It's actually twice as bad as the situation you were in before you decided to even fix it. I think, because then that's when the devil really starts to test you, because the things that he used to be able to make you do, it's harder for him now. So now he comes at you twice as hard, I think. It's in a sense to where it's like, when I wake up, I pray. During the day, I pray in order to keep that strength. Before I go to bed, I pray. It's a beautiful thing to know God, though, and to have an understanding of what's going on, and why I'm here. I didn't even know, I'm here to serve. I'm just a vessel to show and to spread His good news. That's why I'm out here right now. This is like natural scenery and what God made. This is the earth. This is why I come out here, for peace and serenity, and I'm gonna show you a couple more spots, that I go to when I come out here and meditate and stuff like that at the park. This is the trail that I kind of come down. This is pretty much where I kind of had my breakthrough. Only thing I knew was that I didn't want to do the same thing that I'm doing now. I chose to, rededicate my life to Christ. When I did that, it was hard, even harder, because the devil was tempting me. But at the same time, I felt like a sense of relief. It was to the point where it was like, man, God has done all this for me. What have I done for Him? A lot of things happened back then, a girl without a father and stuff like that, which I use that as an excuse for many years of why I was kind of like running from God, so to speak. But now I see that, you know, the things that I've been through, God put me through that for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm at where I'm at now. God has a plan for everybody. I know everybody has a story. Pretty much what I'm doing with this documentary, it's just a glimpse of my story. You know, it's showing a snapshot of what God has done in my life. It's also going to show snapshots from what God has done in other people's lives. The album, it's titled The Transition, meaning that I'm transitioning from worldly music to, you know, gospel, Christian music and stuff like that. I wanted to do it just to glorify His name, not to get famous, not, you know, for a record deal or anything like that, or to make money. I just want to show people, you know, God's grace and God's glory and what He's doing in my life. You know, it's not about me, Corey Banks, you know, it's about what God is doing. And finally, when I started reading, you know, I finally understood that I was here to serve, not to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things back then, years ago, that's what I was doing. I was always doing what I wanted to do. And it was about me, and I was being selfish. Now I have the understanding that I'm here just in a representation of Him. So now that I'm representing Him, I want to do it well, and I want to do it right. This is like where I actually told my trainer, I said, hey, it's to the point where nothing's going right. Everything that I wanted, I don't have. I'm out here by myself. I'm in Kansas City. Closest family member I have is 600 miles away. I just feel alone right now. But what I told him was, I was like, I need to rededicate my life to Christ, and I claim that right here. This is what I'm finna do. And you should have just saw the smile on his face. Like, he was just like, now, you finally get what I've been trying to teach you. It wasn't about working out. It wasn't about lifting weights, trying to get into shape for a competition, or, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, all that's fine and dandy. But it was the faith that He was trying to show me, you know, that I didn't understand right away, because He's a man of God as well. I really thank Him for that. When I first started out with knowing God and stuff like that, it was always backwards, because my denomination was Baptist, but I went to a parochial school for grade school and high school, so it was Catholic. So it was kind of different. It was kind of like, okay, well, when I go to school, we read 72 books in the Bible. When I'm at church, it's 66. So I was always kind of, you know, skeptical of what was going on, and I didn't really know, because it was kind of, I wouldn't say forced upon me, but I didn't know God the way I wanted to know God in my heart. I got baptized when I was 16, I believe, and my mom, she told me, she was like, hey, you going to church and you're gonna get baptized and that's it. Like, that's what you're gonna do. I didn't recognize that I needed God in my life until I was 22 years old, and I didn't have nobody else. I was always used to having somebody to go to. And the person that always had my back never went to him. That was the beauty of it, of that moment, because he gave me a real big hug and he said, hey, I'm proud of you, man. And from then on, like, we went to church. He went to church with me, brought his wife with him, Ramona, and the church is called Christ the Resurrection. And we went, and I rededicated my life to Christ. I had my suit on, you know, had my shirt, nice tie, shoes, looking good for the Lord, and everything was cool. And from then on, you know, I've been reading and studying, and God has been bringing people in my life so I don't feel alone. That's why I'm doing this documentary. You know, that's why I'm doing this album, to show His glory and to show what He's done in my life as well as other people. You know, I don't want to sound repetitive, but, you know, that's why I'm making this video and this update, just to show you guys, like, this is what's coming up. I'm going to show, you know, interviews and, you know, get more into depth in my life of when I didn't recognize Him being there, to when I broke down, and to when I had a breakthrough. I'm going to share that with you guys, because I feel that I need to give Him credit. It's going to be a real interesting project. It's I've already had some hardships with it, but God is working that out, and still recording, and everything is still going in order, and I'm going to continue to glorify His name. I'm going to continue to record songs to glorify his name. I'm going to continue to spread the good news to glorify his name. I'm going to dance to glorify his name, because that's how strong my faith has gotten within the past year. And it's going to continue to grow and get stronger as long as I continue to acknowledge him. You see what I'm saying? So all I can say is that I appreciate God and love him for the things that he's placed in my life and the people that he's placed in my life. You know, I realized that really quick that I'm not alone out here in Kansas City. You know, that I have people that have good hearts. You know, I had to go through that pain in order to get stronger. My heart is it's not broken. You know what I'm saying? He healed it. I used to come up here and just look at the view. Like, if you look at the view, it's peaceful. I'm out of breath and I'm not even running it. It's peaceful up here. And I just come up here, just chill out and, you know, just thank God for everything that he's done for me, you know.